Sometimes it feels like the world is too heavy, like every step forward comes with two steps back. But even when no one is watching, even when no one's cheering, you still have a choice. You can stay down or you can rise again. Progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, a whisper in your chest that says, try again. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep moving. One small step, one deep breath, one more try. You are stronger than your doubts, braver than your fears, and more capable than you know. The only way you lose is if you stop trying. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm showing you exactly how to create simple stick figure animations, even if you've never animated before. You don't need fancy tools or a drawing degree, just a little creativity and a few free apps. So here I am in Chat GPT, and the first thing we need for our stick figure animation is a script. Now, your script could be about anything you want, literally just any subject, anything you're passionate about. So I wrote, write me a script with narration for a motivational stick figure video about never giving up. Something simple, and the system is going to generate an entire script. So this is just to show you guys an example that, if you need help writing a script, ChatGPT will do that for you. They'll give you the narrator, what the tone of the narration should be, calm, encouraging, and it will also give you the visual, which we will need for when we are going to animate our stick figure video. So you got the actions that the stick figure is going to do, and you have the visuals to animate it. So once we have that, our entire script, then from that script, we are going to create all our images. So I'm just going to go back to another script that I did for the video that you guys just watched. And same thing that I wrote in, give me a stick figure, animation about never giving up. So it gives you, again, the narration and the action that the stick figure will be doing. I am going to show you guys 3 ways to generate your stick figure um, images. So the first way is we're going to use Chat GPT, and here's what I already generated. And you are going to need an image to text, a text to image prompt. And if you don't know, how to write up a text to image prompt for a stick figure character, ChatGPT will help you to do that. So I have a simple hand-drawn stick figure of a woman with shoulder length hair. With shoulder length hair, she's wearing, like a triangular dress. What her actions are, the background, and all of that. And ChatGPT generated for me a character that fits, the description that I put. So you can also put what sizing you want. So if it's for like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you put that in and it will generate that. And I also, with each image that I generated, I put in keep the character image consistent. So here we have each scene. She's walking up the steps. She falls down, she's sitting at the bottom looking sad. And in the script, it says hill. But again, you could change that and tweak it out. Instead of hill, I put steps. So you can just tweak it however you want. But these are the images that ChatGPT generated. And, if you're on the free plan with ChatGPT, you're only allowed like a certain amount of image generation before you have to take a break. Then it will tell you, how many hours you can come back before you generate more images. So yeah, great results. Again, you just need your prompts. Next, we're going to go to Microsoft Copilot, and same thing. You write up, your text to image prompt, and the system will generate your stick figure character for you. And both these methods are free. You don't need to be on the pro plan of ChatGPT to generate your images, and for Microsoft Copilot, completely free. Next, I am going to go into Canva, and this is the main way that I generated my stick figure animation. And I showed you guys those two free options because with Canva, a lot of the images are only available on the Pro plan. I definitely think the Canva Pro plan is worth it just because you can do so much with it. It's such a great resource. But again, you don't need to do that. There are other free resources, completely free resources that you can use. So first, we're gonna pick the background of our video, and I already sized my video for the YouTube size. So once I have my background, I picked a crinkled, paper because I wanted the it to go with the animation that I was doing, stick figure, crinkled paper. It just fit to me. So once I did that, I don't know, I think it's cute. Then I'm going to do the stick figures. And it's so easy here because all you have to do is go to elements. So I went back to ChatGPT and just looked at the first scene, which was the stick figure woman um tries climbing up a hill, but again, instead of hill, I use stairs. She trips, she falls, she's at the bottom, she's sighing. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is just go through all of the action that the stick figure is going to be doing and just generate that scene. So once again, I go to element and I type in stick figure woman, and it is going to give me so many options. And this method is easier because you didn't need to write up a prompt to generate the images. The images are already there. There's so many stick figure characters here. But like I said, a lot of them are only available on the Pro plan. So again, although they have an extensive library here in Canva, you can use the free version on ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot to generate your stick figure characters. So once I find the image that I want, and here you can click on an image and then you can hit the creator and you can further see, all the stick figure images for your video. So once I have, the images that I want, I just rearrange them on the background of the crinkle paper that I did. And I'm gonna put the steps there. And you can further edit these images. What I did was flip her the other way, and I use flip horizontal. So she's walking the other way, and adjust the size in and the placement. Then I went in and typed in line art staircase. Also, this is like another feature here, line art, which looks like, goes really good with the stick figure narration because they look just like, simple drawings. So I just pick my staircase and again, I just adjust that to how I want it. And once I have that, the size in right, I have, the character where I want her, I am going to download that image to my phone. And once we have that download, then we are going to animate our image. So, like I said, you can, add whatever else you want in there, different backgrounds, even more stick figure characters, and just, play around with it and just do whatever you want. So here I am in Hail You AI, and you guys have seen me done so many videos on Hail You AI. It's one of my favorite platform to animate my videos. So once I have that, I just go back to ChatGPT, copy in that action that the stick figure is going to be doing, and just edit out hill 4 stairs, hit the live option, and then generate my image. And here is the finished results. The first part of the animation looks a little bit, yeah, it looks a little bit weird. So I'm gonna edit the first part out when I get all my clips together, but it came out really great. I was happy with it. So once we have that, we're just gonna go ahead, same thing that I did, change up the scene and just keep going back to ChatGPT, creating those images, and then putting the action in Hailu AI and just animating my video. So here I flipped the stairs the other way and I switched out the characters because I wanted her to look kind of, sad, and I found the perfect one. And I just like adjusted, edited, and just, put the scene to where I want it. And like I said, you could add other things to the scene, trees, birds, anything you want to the scene, and just to make it more, vibrant and more just like, you get what I'm trying to say. Just add whatever else you want in there. So I download that, and same thing I did, go back to ChatGPT, copy, paste that, action, hit image to video, paste that in. I edited out the hill for stairs and the same action, hit live, and just let it do its thing. So once I had all my stick figure and all my clips done, I'm going to show you guys. Once there's the scene right here, and then these are some of the other scenes that I did. I played around with it for a little bit because I haven't done a lot of stick figure, animation. So I just played around with it just to, get a feel for it. And it was actually really just such a great learning experience, just another way to, animate and do videos. And I just had so much fun with the stick figure animation. And again, like I said, you can add any other things you want to your video. I put the sun in there, the birds, anything you want. There she is. She reached the top of the stairs. She's jumping, she's dancing. And once we have that, we're going to head on over to the InShot editing app. And if you use another editing app like CapCut, same thing. You just gather all your clips, and here you're going to further edit. So here you get to clip your the scenes. You get to like make it longer if you want to. You get to add your transitions in and all that good stuff. I did a lot. I added a text bubble. You can add more stuff to it. Like I said, whatever effects you want. Just play around with it until you have your video, how you want it. Now I'm going to head back to ChatGPT and we are going to do the narration for our video. So I'm going to just copy out every part that it says narrator, and I'm going to paste that into 11 labs. Now you can narrate your own video if you want, use your own voice and just like hit the record option in InShot and just do that. But for this, I used 11 Labs and I did tutorials on this. They have so many free voices, so you don't need to clone your own voice if you don't want to. So I just like put all the narration pieces in there and hit generate speech, which I already did. And you're going to save that to your phone. And once you do that, you're going to head back to InShot and we are going to upload that narration that we did. So there I clicked on music, imported, and there's stick figure animation video.
Sometimes it feels like the world is too heavy, like every step forward comes with two.
Then you just click use and you have your
Sometimes
narration.
it feels like the world is too heavy, like every step forward comes with two steps.
Then, you can further edit that to how you want it, add more scenes, transition, text, and just play around with it and make it into your masterpiece. And it's easy as that, guys, to make your stick figure animation come to life.
Sometimes it feels like the world is too heavy, like every step forward comes with two steps back. But even when no one is watching, Even when no one's cheering, you still have a choice. And that's it. You just made your first stick figure animation. If you found this helpful, give it a like, drop a comment with your animation ideas, and don't forget to subscribe for more easy creative tutorials like this.